Hi everybody. This is a very brief high-level overview of how to use some of the features within Microsoft Teams. So I've clicked on my meeting invite. I'm just about to open it here, and I'm going to press join now, which brings me into the meeting. I'm alone in this meeting because it's a fake meeting for us together. So up here on this bar here, you can hover over the people and it says show participants. This is going to tell you everybody that's in the meeting and who's been invited to the meeting. And their microphone over here is going to show you if their mic is on, or if there's a slash through it, they're muted. So if they're trying to speak and you can tell they're muted. This next bubble over here, show conversation, I can change my panel on the right to show the conversation that's happening right now. So I can say, hi everyone, we'll get started shortly. Enter, and this is going to show to everybody here. I can also do things like add an emoji. I love what somebody just said. I can add a GIF if I'm working with a team that would appreciate a little GIF every once in a while. And here we have different popular memes that you can use. You can change them too. So if I want to change this, I can say, let's go. And then done. And I can put that into the box here, into the chat. Now, if one of your colleagues has put something in the chat here and you want to acknowledge it without saying something or without typing a comment, you can hover over it and say, yep, like that. Or, oh gosh, just react to anything that you want. And you can delete the comment if you wish. So over here, let's say there's just a lot of chatter and you want to raise your hand to say something during the meeting. You can click raise hand. And the person that is managing the meeting can see up here under the participants that I raised my hand. I would like to say something. So now that I've said something, I actually have to go in and lower my hand. Okay, now I've said what I need to say. I don't need to be standing out any longer. You can applaud, like, hey, that was an awesome idea that somebody said, so you can press the applaud button. Really just anything that you want to add here without actually speaking. More actions, device settings are here. You can change how you view the people on the call by pressing, we're in gallery right now. If you are the owner of, you have created this meeting, you can press start recording and it will record what's going on today. So if you need to come back to this at a later time, if you start recording, it also gives an acknowledgement in the bar up on top to the other participants that you've started recording. When you stop that recording, it shows up on your Teams page, so you can have access to that. Here is your camera. So if I want to turn my camera on, all right, so here is the camera button up here. So you can, if you have a desktop, you can press this and open your laptop and you still have another screen, of course. So you can do both at the same time. If you hover over the camera, you have a couple options here. You can see, okay, here's my private view. This is what I look like right now. You can use the drop down. We only have one camera here on this computer. Blur my background. So if you've got a messy room that you're in, it's just going to blur everything behind you. More background effects. Oh gosh, I want to go to the beach today. So I can apply and turn on my video. Now I'm at the beach. Great. So I'm going to close this. And here's my mute button. I'm going to turn my camera back off so you can see everything here. My mute button. And then let's say I want to share a document, so we're working on something together. I'm going to say share content. And this is going to show me everything that's open on my desktop right now as far as windows that I have open. So I don't want this screen, it's on my other monitor. This is where we are right now. And here's a PowerPoint that I have pulled up on another screen with among various other things. So I want the PowerPoint. I'm going to click on that. So now I can share this with everybody. We can roll through it together. Okay, let's take a look at, do we have everything we need? Awesome. I'm going to close that out. And I have to click back in on the screen on the bottom panel here where I want to go. So I just opened that back up, and then I'm going to stop sharing. So this button here, the one that you press to start sharing, you can press that to stop sharing. And then this is where you leave the meeting. This video is to show you how to go through protocols for a pregnant patient in case any of the OB patients get to your triage line. I'm going to do a test patient. So if you want to practice, this is in regular Epic. You can choose this patient here, new ZZ testing. I'm going to do a new call. Bear with me here, my name is spelled wrong in here. We're going to go with Megan. And I'm just going to choose the department. So my call intake, I'm going to do reason for call, pregnancy. And let's do pregnancy complications. This patient is calling in with a significant headache today. So I'm going to accept that. So this patient today is 37 years old, 29 weeks pregnant, and has a severe headache. She states that she's had this headache since yesterday, late afternoon, and reports some previous elevated blood pressures from the past couple of weeks. Her pain is a 9 out of 10, but she has some kids at home, so she doesn't want to have to go in if she doesn't have to. So up here, I'm going to go into triage call, and I'm going to scroll down to my protocols. Complications of pregnancy. And over here, she's got a headache. So AH for after hours, OH for office hours. Okay, here we go. So Jill, where is your headache today? And I would ask, where's your headache? When did it start? Does the pain come and go, or has it been consistent? Jill states it's been consistent since yesterday. It's at the base of her head, but kind of all over. And on a pain rating, it's 9 out of 10. She does not typically have headaches. She's not sure what's causing it. Has not had any diagnosed headaches in the past. No injuries. When I ask her about other symptoms, she notes that yes, she has had some swelling in her hands today that she has noticed. And she is 29 weeks pregnant. So I'm going to scroll down here to the first questions. She is not difficult to awake. She's speaking to me clearly. No weakness, no numbness, no loss of speech. She has not passed out. No, I don't think that this is life-threatening as per what I know right now. Followed a head injury. No head injury. No TBI. She does not have any sinus issues at this time. She is walking around fine. Not really a stiff neck, just the pain at the base of her skull. They have a carbon monoxide detector, so this is not going off. She has a severe headache, and it asks, and having contractions or symptoms of labor. No symptoms of labor, but yes to severe headache, so I'm going to say no. She is greater than 20 weeks pregnant. She's 29 weeks pregnant. Her recent BP was elevated. She reported 150 over 80. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to say yes because the protocol says this, but based on her symptoms, I am expecting that she might have preeclampsia. So I'm going to keep going just to ask more information. She's more than 20 weeks pregnant and has a severe headache, 9 out of 10. And she took Tylenol twice today with no relief. Okay, that is serious. Yes. We also know that she's greater than 20 weeks and has had face swelling. So now we have 3 red yeses. Okay. No vision changes. She doesn't weigh herself regularly. But we can stop here. We can keep going, but we already have 3 red yeses. So I'm going to look at care advice here. This first one, okay, she should be seen. Find out where she is. We're expecting she probably has preeclampsia. I don't believe that this is a muscle tension headache based on my nurse judgment. Pain medicines, she's tried that. So let's go back to our protocols here. Scroll down. So we have care advice here, emergency department disposition. I think we're going to send her to the emergency department. At the same time, we would send an alert to her OB team. So we would ask who her doctor is, where she doctors out of, and look at our team's page for information on who that would be. And all my notes are over here. Great.